In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own Lóa Scrunchie. All you need is a crochet hook. I'm using size 5, but you can use any size that you have, depending on your preference and yarn. You need an old scrunchie or a new scrunchie, and I'm using cotton yarn and mohair yarn. To start the project, we begin with a slip knot. This is my preferred method to do the slip knot. We're going inside of the hair tie, and I'm going to take some yarn and I'm going to pull it through my slip knots. So now it's nice and secure on the hair tie, and I'm gonna chain 1. Now I want to work single crochet stitches around the hair tie. I'm going to go under with my crochet needle, gonna take some yarn over, pull the yarn through 2. I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go under with my crochet needle and I'm going to take some yarn and pull through 2. Going under, taking the yarn and pulling through 2 loops. And again. Now I'm just going to continue like this until the hair tie is not visible anymore. And you're just going to continue making single crochets around the whole hair tie until the entire tie is covered. It's okay if there are some small gaps. You can always push the loops together a little bit so that you have space for more loops, so that there will be less gaps. You're closing your round by making a slip stitch into the next stitch, like so. On to the next round. So now we want to work on the ruffle detail. So we are working double crochets. Now we're going to yarn over, we're going to place the crochet hook into the next loop, going to pull the yarn through 2 and pull the yarn through 2 again. Again, we're going to yarn over and then we're going to put the crochet hook into the next loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and yarn over, pull through 2 again. We want to be placing 3 double crochet into each stitch. We are working an increase row now. That will give us the nice wavy ruffle detail. I'm going to yarn over, put my crochet hook into the next loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. I'm going to do this 3 times into each stitch. After a while you can already see the ruffle forming, and don't worry if it looks a bit messy in the beginning, that's completely fine. I think it will work out beautifully. Okay, so this round is almost finished. I'm just gonna keep on going and then we meet again. So instead of working more double crochets, I'm going to insert my crochet hook into the first stitch of this current round and I'm going to work a slip stitch. Working the slip stitch, I'm closing the round. And I want to change colors, so I am snipping the yarn off and I'm going to pull the end of the yarn through the current loop. So that ties a little invisible knot. it tightly, and I'm just gonna leave it as is, and then we will weave in the ends later. To use the new color, I'm gonna insert my crochet hook, I'm gonna grab the new color, and I'm pulling it through the loop, like so. And I want to make sure that it is nice and secure, so I'm tying a knot here. I'm inserting my needle into the next loop. From now on, I will be working single crochets again, and I will be working one single crochet into each stitch. So I'm inserting the needle, I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to pull through 2. And I'm going to do this for the whole round. Just inserting my needle, grabbing the yarn, and I'm pulling through 2. So just single crochets for this round, one single crochet into each stitch. I really like the color gradient from the darker lavender into the lighter. Let me know which colors you chose to crochet your Lóa Scrunchie in. I would be so excited to see all of your beautiful Lóa Scrunchies. When I'm done with my lighter lavender color, I am slip stitching again into the first stitch of the last round, and I'm going to pull my end of my yarn through, snipping it off, and I'm pulling the end of the yarn through the loop. I'm attaching the next yarn as I did for my previous rounds, and it's mohair, so it will be tangled anyway. And I'm going to start knitting again, one single crochet into each stitch. I'm inserting the crochet hook into each stitch. I'm going to pull through and pull through 2. You can always stop at any stage. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, whatever you prefer. This is my current favorite version. I really like the fluffy edge and the cotton interior of the scrunchie. So now we want to weave in the ends. I'm going to take my tapestry needle, just try to weave in the ends. Like, first I'm going to start in one direction, and then I'm going to turn around and weave them into the other direction. Just make sure you don't see it from the other side, but the scrunchie should be thick enough. And then when you have the feeling that your yarn feels nice and secure, you can snip it off and weave in all of your other ends. Here we have the result.